Hello, my name is Darkmoondoll, and today is Dream Talk. I saw that there's an accumulation of different questions that people have about their dreams. People have seemed to be having the same kind of dreams, the people at least that are leaving comments on my comments section in the Dream Talk shows that I've had. So there's two dreams I want to read to you, and I'll give you my impressions on them. I'm not a dream interpreter, as I've said many times before, but I do get impressions about certain things when I read it, just like everybody else does. But I feel like the dreamer ultimately is the person that knows what their dream is all about. Um, and if you have a dream for me, you can send it to me through my email at blacknails31@yahoo.com. Or you could even become a patron on my Patreon and say, hey, I'm going to donate $5 or so, and then I can interpret it as well as you want it to in more of a timely fashion. So, yeah, those are some options. I'll leave the link for my Patreon account, and I'll also leave a link. I'll also leave my email address. So, yeah. So, I'm going to just get right started with it. I'm going to use your name to people that I'm talking about. If you don't want me to use your name when I do answer these questions for Dream Talk or any other questions that are asked any of the shows I have on this channel, please let me know in the comment section along with your question when you do that. But I would prefer you to email me, or to you can either email me, or you can, like I said, become a patron on my Patreon, and you'll probably maybe get a little bit of a faster response, because I've been so busy. I've got 3 different channels, if you guys didn't know. So just thought I'd let you know I've got a channel called The Productive Cannabis Connoisseur, where I bring to the audience, to the viewer, the information I found out about cannabis and how it heals so many different ailments and symptoms that people are facing day to day. And then I have another channel called Healing with Color, where I talk about how people for centuries have been using color for healing from trauma, healing from all kinds of things. So yeah, and I talk about like the chakric system and certain colors that are correspondent with, those areas of your body that you can heal, and they have colors that are connected with them. Colors are very healing, so you can check out that channel, and I'll leave the link in the description below for that channel. So yeah, let's get on with it. So the first dream is from a woman named Jennifer Echevenria. I hope I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, I'm sorry. So here is what she has to say. Hi, Darkmoondoll. I had a dream last night that I was bitten by a big dog, and my husband was there with me. The more I struggled to get free, the more the dog bit down on my left hand, and all my husband did was look at me. He didn't help me. So, I don't know. I don't want to get too personal in your personal business, but are you and your husband getting along? Are you you biting off more than you can chew, or is he biting off more than he can chew? It was saying within the dream, what was it? I struggled to get free, and the more the dog bit down on my left hand. The more I struggled to get free, the more the dog bit down on my left hand. I've had a dream similar to that, where I was going to get attacked by a dog, a very ferocious looking dog, like a wolf looking dog. And it literally, put its whole mouth over my hand, and I was panicked. And as soon as I didn't panic anymore, the dog released my hand. So there's a lot of panic and fear within your life. You're struggling too much maybe, and wanting to get free. I mean, if you take the dog out of the equation and just see it as a symbol, and bit down on your left hand. Now, when I think of the left side of the body, I think of the more logical and reasonable side of the brain, and then the right brain is more of the creative side. So, are you thinking more with your logical senses instead of your creative senses? Are you unbalanced in that way? You're saying, and all my husband did was look at me, he didn't help me. And yeah, there's a sense of helplessness within this dream, like you're not in control of what's going on. And maybe you may feel like you're not in control of your life right now. That's what that feels like to me. And I don't know how you would approach that. You have to approach that based on what experiences you're having right now that are causing these dreams to occur. I think ultimately you know the answers to this question, but it just takes a little bit of time and effort to just be by yourself and just really take this apart and see it for what it is. Um, yeah, it's like the more you struggled, the harder it was to get free from the dog. So, yeah, maybe needing to let go of some things, maybe letting go of expectations of others that you want to be fulfilled, but they're not going to be. Maybe there's certain people that you wish you could change, but you can't change because you have no ability to change someone else. They only have the ability to change themselves for their own good. So that's what I can offer for you on that dream. That's the impressions I get. That's the insights I get. Like I said, I'm no way some certified dream interpreter, but I do get a feeling from things when I read them, and from when I see things, when I see people's faces, the expressions on their faces. A lot of times tells a lot about what's going on in their internal world. So Jennifer, I hope that helped you in any way. I suggest also, as always, with everyone to keep a dream journal. That way, if this dream doesn't make any sense to you right now, maybe later on down the line when you read it again, it'll make sense and probably pertain to what's going on in your world currently. So, yeah. So here's the next dream. It's by Gus. I don't know if I'm going to say that correctly. Brahim. I think that's how you pronounce it. So if I said it wrong, Gus, I'm sorry. So here's Gus's dream. I dreamed a black German Shepherd was roaming a dark space, and the dog was so fierce and started having a go at my hand. But luckily, I was wearing very thick gloves. The dog pierced 2 holes in the gloves, but my hand was unharmed. The dream was so graphic and so real. Any ideas, anyone? So here's my idea. So it's a black German Shepherd, specifically a German Shepherd. What does a German Shepherd mean to you? Did you have a German Shepherd growing up as a kid? Were you always afraid of those type of dogs? So you said it was roaming a dark space. What do you mean by a dark space? Was there a dark shadow and then it was roaming within that dark shadow? So the dog was fierce and started having a go at your hand. And luckily you were wearing thick gloves and the dog pierced 2 holes in the gloves, but your hand was unharmed. So, yeah, there seems to be, like I said, recurring dreams that people are having with dogs. It seems like more so than any time now, because I've been seeing that a lot in the comment section for people, sharing their dreams. And I don't know what that's about. I know that dogs can symbolize a sense of protection. Dogs can symbolize a sense of fear. Some people are afraid of them because dogs can be scary, because when they bark it can be very loud and startling, and sometimes when dogs bark it's unexpected. For us it can seem like they're kind of unpredictable. So yeah, you're saying it felt so real and so graphic. I don't know what to say, because a lot of dreams I have feel so real and so graphic, and to some degree I feel like they are. I feel like the dream world is just another world that we live in, and this world that we consider the real world is yet another world that we're living in. But I feel like the dream world helps assist us in the waking world by using symbolism. And with the dog in there, the dog is supposed to symbolize the protector. Like if you think of Anubis, he's a protector, keeps you safe from harm. That could be what you need. You need more safety. You want to feel safe. Do you feel safe in your life? I mean, you said the dog pierced your glove twice, but you didn't feel a thing. Maybe the dog is there to help you, specifically a German Shepherd. Look up German Shepherds and see what kind of effect they have on you when you look at them. I mean, who knows? It could be your spirit animal, and I'm not saying it is, but it could be. Animals come to us in dreams all the time to comfort us, to show us that, hey, I'm here to guide you through your life. If you need some help, here I am. a lot of times when animals show up in our dreams, we're too frightened to hear their message. And I'm guilty of that because I've had a lot of frightening animals show up in my world. Like, for instance, a snake when I was a kid. It was like a huge boa constrictor that was wrapping around me and constricting. The more that I moved, the more the snake would contract. And it's kind of similar to the one dream I just read by Jennifer, where she was saying the more that she struggled to get free, the more the dog bit down. So that could be, like I'm saying, it's like resistance maybe. Resistance maybe to change, wanting to hold on. Um, yeah, so let's get back to your dream, Gus. um, yeah, you said you were unharmed, and you specifically had, it's like you're seeing everything so vividly. Maybe to some degree you were getting into the point where the dream was becoming a lucid dream. And those are very powerful because then you end up being able to have more control over the dream and what happens in the outcome of the dream. So those are very intense dreams and very vivid dreams, and it feels like you're, awake a lot of the times within those kind of dreams. So, any ideas for what this means? German Shepherd roaming in a dark space. I mean, that sounds very scary. Dog was fierce and having to go at your hand, but luckily it was wearing a very thick gloves. It's almost like you're prepared. Like these things are the dog coming after you and coming after your hand. But what? Wait, you're prepared. You've got this thick glove on your hand. The dog pierces 2 holes in it. You're still okay. So that could be symbology for your life just in general. You're going through all this stuff that seems like it would be tough, but you're getting through it with no problem. This German Shepherd that was fierce, but it seems like you're more fierce than the dog because you're nonplussed by it. You kept going and you're okay. So those are my impressions that I get from these 2 dreams, and I hope they help you guys. I'm sorry it took me so long to get back to responding to these dreams. It's been a busy, hectic schedule for me for quite a while. And I've been getting adjusted to using the camera on my phone. The camera on my phone instead of my other camera that doesn't work anymore. It only works for taking pictures. But thanks for joining me today, and thank you for offering up your dreams. The other dreams that have been left in the comment section, I'm sorry, I've lost them. I don't know where they are. So if you have a new question about your dreams, you can send them to me at email me at blacknose31@yahoo.com, or you can even just become a patron on my Patreon and maybe donate some money, like $5, and I'll do a show just like this out in nature, discussing my impressions on your dreams. I think we're all psychic, that we all have the ability to interpret our dreams, but it's hard for us to do that in this 9-to-5 hustle and bustle world. We're not taking enough time out for ourselves to really look at our dreams and figure out what they mean, because our dreams are here to help us. That's basically what the dreams are here for, to help you, to guide you, and to remind you what your mission is here on planet Earth. Alrighty guys, thanks for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for the likes and shares, and thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below and let me know how your dream world is doing. And like I said, you can email me at blacknose31, or you can even donate at my Patreon. And I'll have those links in the description below. It takes me a while to get the description fully filled out because of this, because I'm doing the videos on my phone. So be patient if you don't see those links right away, but I'll get them up and you can check me out. And happy dreaming, guys. The more you study your dreams, the more you understand yourself, and the more you realize that indeed your dreams are really here to help you out on your journey here on planet Earth. Alrighty guys, I'll talk to you soon. Brightest blessings to you all.